In today's video, we're exploring Lagos Reserve, a new construction community in South Manor, East Austin, however you want to view that. We're going to tour two of their inventory homes, like this one I'm standing in, tour their most popular model home, talk about their incentives and their super low tax rate out here. We're going to get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Austin area real estate expert. If you're thinking of making a move to the greater Austin area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. I typically post once a week on this channel, covering a wide range from San Marcos all the way up to Round Rock and everything in between. So definitely subscribe if you are considering buying a property in the greater Austin area. You know, as a teacher for 10 years before I jumped into real estate, I was actually a band director, high school band director for 10 years before I made the switch. And I found that a lot of the skills and values that drew me to education and made me a better teacher for my students have made me a very good real estate agent. Honesty, hard work, effective communication, and actually caring about my clients and their goals is still extremely important to me. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to get to know you, get to know your situation, and help you find not just a great home, but negotiate a great deal in the greater Austin area. All of my contact info is in the description below. So, like I said, we're checking out Lagos Reserve today by Tri Pointe. So we're gonna start by looking at their model home and talk a little bit about the community as a whole. So let's jump into it. So as we talk about Tri Pointe and Lagos Reserve, we're going to be touring one of their model homes. This model home is one of their more popular floor plans. It's called their McKinney floor plan. It's their largest floor plan at 3,130 square feet. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath with a 2-car garage. Really beautiful spiral staircase you'll see when you go into it, and then we do have a media room upstairs plus a study downstairs, and then kind of a game room upstairs to it. It's a beautiful house. I will say for inventory versions of this home, we're looking at around $500 to $550 as far as the price for building this. So talking more about Tri Pointe in general and Lagos Reserve, the biggest selling point, honestly, in my mind, is the tax rate. So the phase that they're currently building in, this is phase 1 of Lagos Reserve, it's 1.82%. And the reason it's so low is because this phase is exempt from the PID, the Public Improvement District. The next phase and every other phase moving forward is going to have a PID included. And a PID is going to be based on the lot size. It's going to be a set number, so it doesn't add a percentage to your tax rate, but they'll just say, hey, for the PID, you owe another insert number here, you know, 5,000. I'm making up a number, but be aware if you build later in this area, your effective tax rate will be higher. So super low tax rate for a new construction, literally the lowest I've ever seen. HOA here is $67. Oh, and one more thing on the tax rate, because I did say it's only phase 1. So as of recording, I'm recording this July 6th. There are 18 vacant lots that you can build on and 14 inventory homes, and that's it for phase 1. So be aware of that. Most likely by the end of 2026, phase 1 will be completed, depending on how fast the market moves. As I said, HOA $67 a month, not too bad. They do have an amenity center being built right now. It should be opened late fall. It's going to have a pool, park, some pickleball courts, and then trails connecting the neighborhood. We are 10 minutes from groceries, shopping, restaurants, really everything in Manor has been built up, so you're just 10 minutes away from that. As far as building out Lagos Reserve, so we're south of Lagos, which is an original neighborhood north of here. That one's pretty much finished. Lagos Reserve, they're expecting to build here for about 5 years, so probably 2031. If you're building with Tri Pointe, it takes them 6 months to build. They move pretty quick. Ashton Woods is also opening up in Lagos Reserve. They're going to be opening up in August of 26, and they build in separate sections, so they do have separated sections out here. Price range here is for Tri Pointe between $400,000 to $550,000. And you're looking at 1,800 square feet up to about 3,100 square feet, like I said, with the McKinney floor plan. Finally, the incentives that Tri Pointe's offering, very simple. Doesn't matter if you're doing a to-be-built or you're buying an inventory home, they're offering $25,000 flex cash. So meaning you can use that $25,000 to pay down your closing costs, to buy the rate down, or to take lower the price. Typically, they don't like you lowering the price too much, mainly because we don't want the comps to look like you lowered the price a ton. But I would honestly just use maybe 10,000 of that towards closing costs, and then however much 15,000 gets your rate buy down to. But cool, there you have it. We are now going to check out 2 of their available inventory homes, and yeah, so I'll see you over there. So we're at the first inventory home. One thing I forgot to mention is the schools here. So real quick, we are feeding into Lagos Elementary School, which is literally 1 mile up the road, so just 4 minutes away. Manor New Tech Middle School, and then Manor High School. Those are the schools that Lagos Reserve feeds into. So this first house we're checking out is their smallest floor plan. It's their Meridian floor plan. It's a 1-story, 1,793 square foot home, 3-bed, 2-bath. This one I'm standing by is listed at $399,714, very specific number, so 400,000. It is the smallest, and so this is the lowest price by far. There's also another reason it's the lowest price, which I'll explain as we get to the backyard. But we'll pan around so you can kind of see the street view. This street is completed for the most part. I see one house down there being built, being finished out. And then over here, we're at the final stages of these 2 homes. But if you did move into this one, you wouldn't have to deal with construction noise, which is nice. Also, this street we're on, the main road is over there to get into the community. So we're kind of tucked away in kind of the semi-cul-de-sac. So really, only people that live on this street are going to be driving down this road, which is nice. Something to factor in. This driveway is massive, absolutely massive. You could comfortably fit 6 cars on this driveway. So really, really, really big. The reason for that is because how it's kind of a semi-cul-de-sac, right? So they push the houses back, but then where we come in, it starts flattening out. But you can see all these homes are that distance from the street. We're still further back, and so that gives you extra room on that driveway, purely just nothing to do with the floor plan, just where it sits on the lot. So that's a nice little added bonus with this guy. Front of the house, it's okay. It's kind of boring. I'm not a huge fan of the brown garage door. I do like the brick. The white brick looks great, and then that board and batten look above the garage looks really nice. Not much of a front porch, so you kind of have this foyer entryway here. I love the 8-foot tall door, that looks great. And then it's already kind of frosted, so you don't need to worry about having to do anything to look into your house or something like that. We do get the code here, and then I didn't check. So just the regular doorbell. I was advised getting like a Ring doorbell or something hardwired into there, so you don't have to deal with the new batteries. We do have LVP flooring here, which is good. I do like LVP. And then the 2 bedrooms up front here, carpeted bedrooms, pretty good size. I like that we have 2 windows looking out to the front. You can obviously use this as an office if you wanted to, because it does look out to the front. It's a nice view to see people walking up to your door. This bedroom, a little bit smaller, just the 1 window. And then the guest bathroom, just the 1 sink. The one with the black handles, black fixtures. I do love that just on their inventory, they do floor to ceiling. It's very bold doing the vertical subway tile. Most people do horizontal. Anyway, natural light coming in with the frosted glass again. I like that. Yeah, this looks really nice. I like the tile on the flooring too. Some builders will not put tile on the floor to save money. They'll keep the LVP. So it's nice that we're still under 400,000, but we're getting a custom look for the bathroom there. Now this does have an office, so you don't have to use the front. So I'll just turn the corner. Right here we have an office, so it is a 3-bed plus this. I just know, from my home office, this would just be kind of depressing. Just I can hear the AC unit going. I'm just looking at a neighbor's wall. So it's kind of a dark room. Even though we have the French doors, I'd probably prefer to have that front room as my office. And then circling back here, we have a really good sized utility room. Really nice. I like that we already have the mud area here. So you have the hooks, a place to get off your shoes. Let's check out the garage. 2 steps to get down to the garage. Really nice sized garage, almost a 2.5. So side to side, right, we're seeing from the wall to the door, that's about 1.5 feet either side. That's a really good amount of width. And then you get this extra bonus section back here for storage. We have the Pre-plumbing for water softener. So if you did want to add a water softener, it's already plumbed for that. You just need to get with a company to get a water softener. And then Rainbird irrigation system controls there. And I believe that's pre-wired for an EV charger. I believe that's what that box is. I'm not seeing, maybe it's behind those doors. Tankless water heater? No, interesting. Keep an eye out for that. Is it around this corner? Very odd. Usually you see the tankless water heater in the garage. This is where the internet will go, right, your modem, all that. Coming out to the living area. Good sized living area. That's where your TV would go. Nice big windows looking out to the back. Kitchen, I love the herringbone backsplash, the black. Everything looks really sleek and modern with the black backsplash fixtures, and then against the white countertop, and then the white cabinetry. Also, I like to have the gourmet kitchen, so you have the built-in oven, built-in microwave inside the cabinets, and then the large 5-burner range. That looks fantastic. I'm always a big fan of this. Just the automatic light when you walk into your pantry, decent sized pantry, especially for this being the smallest house. Fridge washer, dryer, blinds is something that we can always negotiate. They just never put them into the inventory, but you can always negotiate. Large single basin sink, that looks fantastic. And then we have the clean drinking water. You can get a reverse osmosis system put underneath. So this is super clean, and then that'll be your food dispenser button right there. Yeah, really good job. I'm just looking around. The amount of outlets they have in this house is good. Like, they've really thought through that. There's plenty, really good amount of space here for a table. Now this is where this specific home gets a little dicey. We are right next to the main highway here, the main road, as you can hear. So this one's a little tricky for me to suggest you should buy this house, right? Because, I mean, it's busy and there's some heavy traffic on here, and there's a lot of new construction out here. So this is not gonna stop anytime soon. So if you see yourself using the backyard a lot, you can build here. You're getting the exact same incentives, right? You can still get this floor plan, but on a quieter lot, which is probably what I would recommend. Something I will say, and I've always thought about this, whenever I see homes that are sitting on market for a long time, and because they back up to a road and it's really loud, there's certain things you can do to help minimize the sound. And so what I would do if I did buy this house, because it is a great deal as far as price per square foot, right? I would definitely want to plant trees all along here so that I'm not seeing trucks, right? That's gonna help dampen the sound a little bit, not too much. But then I'd also try to look into like a pond or a fountain, some sort of small trickle of water, just to have some sort of white noise so that it's not obviously just road noise that you're hearing. I'm sure if you're out here long enough and every day that becomes white noise, but still, I'm thinking just resale value, that's a killer. But that's why you do have a brick wall, because we're on the edge of the subdivision, and so they're trying to block the sound as best they can with a brick, or a stone wall, excuse me, not brick. But obviously it's not doing a ton when you have, I mean, you can see the 18-wheelers driving by. As far as the lot size, really good. I think this yard is fantastic as far as the dimensions. Do they do grass on the side? Yes, they do. I wish they did rocks. It's just typically it gets muddy on the side of the homes, you know, and no one really goes over there, so it's just kind of more of a hassle to treat. Yeah, grass on this side too, and then we have the good neighbor fence. So this half is what you would take care of, that half is what your neighbor would take care of if there's ever any issues. But good size patio also. Just the one outlet here. I'd probably look into putting a TV there, which would be tricky because I don't see an outlet for it. And then also I'm not seeing a gas out anywhere. All of these are things that you can do in the to be built process. So it's probably what I would do if it was me, or if I had a client who really liked this floor plan. I would ask, okay, well, let's build it out on a lot and see what the price difference is, because if you can get exactly everything you want and it's a quieter backyard and it's only 25 grand more, it might be worth it. Here's the primary bedroom. I love the amount of windows they put in here. I'm curious how loud it is in here. I'm gonna stop talking. You can hear it, it's not terrible. They did a good job with insulating, and the double pane windows did a good job. And then we have the primary bath. The two sinks, ton of countertop space. I like that they put handles on everything. And they do the Kentmore cabinetry, so that's nice. Just a slightly higher end cabinetry. Walk-in shower, this one is frameless, which is a nice upgrade. Floor to ceiling tile. I love the frosted glass. I love the built-in shelf right there. And we have the bench. This is like everything I would want with a shower. Plus we have the tile flooring, not the acrylic pan. So yeah, this is perfect. That's maxed out. Oh, nice. So we have the toilet. We usually don't see a window in the toilet room, and it's adjustable, so you can actually open the window too, which is nice. And then finally, the primary closet. Really good amount of space in here, especially for this being the smallest house available. This is pretty good. And then adding entry there, that's where you would change out your HVAC filter every 3 months. So cool. I didn't find the tankless water heater, so maybe we'll see it in the next house. But yeah, this was the Meridian. Let's go check out one more of their inventory homes. See you over there. Sorry for the wind noise, we'll get inside quickly. So this is the second and final inventory home that's completed we can tour. This is their Claiborne floor plan. It is a 3-bed, 3 full bath, 2,121 square foot home, also a 1-story. This is listed at $439,871. So about 40,000 higher than the previous home, about 300 square feet bigger, and then you get 1 extra bathroom. It's kind of the cliff notes on the differences. Pan around so you can see where we're at. And we can see completed homes here. This is nice because it's perpendicular, so a lot more street parking here if you do have guests over. And then this is one of the entrances. It's actually kind of a side entrance. The main entrance is further that way. So I don't expect too much traffic in here, but it is nice. You get an easy exit and easy entrance into the community from here. And you can also see, so our last house we're at was down there, right? So it had that road backing up. We are 4 houses down from that road, so it does make a noticeable difference in the sound. The driveway is more typical, right? We can't fit 6 people here, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but it is a nice standard driveway, comfortably fit 2 to 4 cars on this. I think I prefer this exterior more than the previous one. Typically I like the white brick. I prefer this brown brick because I think it complements the darker garage door more, and then it's just a little bit different, right? I like that they went, for whatever reason, vertical brick here, but then horizontal there. The stucco looks really nice and elevated, and then we still have that board and batten above there. So this all looks great, and then the fake shutters, the faux shutters next to that window. Same kind of entryway here. Exact same front door, right? Same with the code and then the doorbell. Exact same flooring. But let's check it out. So this one is a little bit bigger. Really the same amount of rooms though. Very different layout. So we do have a garage. Words today. We have a office up front, which is definitely how I would use this. I wish they had a second window here. It's the only thing they missed out on, but really good size office space. Already with the 8-foot tall French doors. That looks fantastic. There's just a linen coat closet, excuse me. And then our first full guest bathroom. I love that they do floor to ceiling tile just in their inventory already included. That's great. And then they went with the black fixtures throughout, which is a nice look. With kind of this gold brushed bronze handles for the kitchen. That looks great. We'll see more of that as we go through. I also like every cabinet is a soft close cabinet throughout the home. And then here is the first guest bedroom. An okay size, just that one window, pretty typical. Very wide walkway here. Pretty good size ceiling too. It's about 10 feet tall. Going down here, we have our utility room, super long utility room, plenty of space in here. Probably change out that light fixture, that's a little aggressive. But you have a ton of space, so your dryer would go here, washer here. A great spot to put a built-in, maybe folding table right there. Maybe just put the ironing board permanently set up in that corner. probably what I would do. And then we have this awesome mother-in-law suite. So if you do have someone older living with you, or maybe just have someone, you know, an adult who wants their completely own space, they have an ensuite. Natural light coming in the bathroom again. And they have their own little closet back here too. So definitely a very different floor plan than the one we just came to, even though it's on paper very similar with the 1-story, 3 bedrooms, and the study. Garage space, they did a great job. It just seems like Tri Pointe does a good job with big garages. So side to side, I mean, that's about 2.5 feet. It's really big, and then about 1 foot on that side. I'm not seeing, so the same stuff we're seeing before with the water softener, pre-plumb, and the Rainbird irrigation system. I'm not seeing a water heater, so they must put that in the attic, which is fine. Most builders put it in the garage. I think Pulte also puts it in the attic. Don't quote me on that, but I think they do. Some people freak out about that because they're like, well, what if it leaks? You know, it's up there. They already have a plan for that. A, it shouldn't leak. B, if it does leak, it's gonna have a drain pan. It's gonna have a way to funnel the water if that does happen, if the system does fail. But just wanted to say that I've had people go, ooh, I'm nervous about a water heater being in the attic. We just need to ask questions and make sure there's fail-safes, you know, put into place in case something does break, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. And then coming into the main living area. So dining area over here, this one's a lot easier to visualize because they do have this one staged. This is available too, this isn't a model home. And then beautiful kitchen. I really like this kitchen. I love that we have the waterfall edge on either side. That looks great. They're also kind of covering up, but I like this kind of wood look they have there. Something different. It's not just, you know, just the white that I'm used to seeing. And then we have our pantry off to the side here. Again, automatic light when you walk in. Really good amount of shelving here. Another small thing I like is just the width of the walkway here. It's something I never thought about with my house, and then literally this morning, you know, my wife's getting something out of you're getting her breakfast ready out of the fridge, and I'm trying to walk past her, get my coffee made, and it's just, we're in each other's way constantly. I like that this is more spaced out. The fridge is on that side, the pantry's on that side, so everything's more spaced out here, which is nice. Again, soft close and everything. I really like this, not just the color, but this design on the handle. It's just different, and that's the main thing. It's just, you want it to look custom. This looks custom. Never seen that backsplash in my life. That looks amazing. It's kind of like a metallic feel to it. Still get the 5-burner range built in. Still get the built-in oven, built-in microwave. This one, they went with the black sink. But this one I do like with the faucet. I actually have this faucet and I'm a huge fan of it. It is touch, so you can just touch it and turn it off and on like that. Super awesome. It's a small thing, but when you have it, you're like, this is so cool. Just makes it a lot easier to wash your hands and save some water. And then living room area over here. Now, I think this lot placement's way better. I'm actually surprised this one's still on market. So you can see that's the road, right, that we were backed up to in the house over there we just came from. It's already much more subdued as far as the sound. You can still hear it, you can still see it. That's honestly an easy thing if you want to plant some trees here or some hedges that get up to that height. You're not really going to notice the road anymore. This back patio is massive, absolutely ginormous. They did not put a ceiling fan, which is a shame. I'm sure one of these is blocked for a fan to be added in, so definitely not possible. I like that they added the gas hookup right here, so you can put your grill over here. And then I really like the amount of electrical outlets they have. So you can definitely put a TV here, and you have so much space, you don't even need to extend this patio anymore. It's a ton of room. You can very comfortably fit a couch here and have kind of an outdoor area. And then that's just a drainage area. For new construction, they're always gonna be developing the land before they build the homes. And so this is just where they've planned where if it does have heavy water, heavy rain, this is where it drains. It's not gonna sit there longer than 72 hours. So they wanna make sure it has somewhere to go, but then it also will drain. So after a big storm, you may have a nice little lake that you're looking at, but most importantly, it's not gonna stay there, because if we do have standing water, then that runs the risk of mosquitoes. So it won't be standing water, which is important. Good amount of yard space too. Yeah, I like this house. I like this one a lot. Its backyard is great. This patio is absolutely, it's massive. I was not expecting that. And then primary is back here. Bedroom good size. We have the 3 windows looking out to the back. So much privacy here. They are going to be building further out, but never in this area. So even whenever they do build out more homes, it's going to be far in the distance. You can keep this open and still be very private. Bathroom, we have toilets tucked away as I would expect. We have 2 sinks still, not as much countertop space. And then this shower's really nice. I like that it's still frameless, right? They have everything except the bench. I wish we had kept that bench. It's the only thing that's missing from here, but good amount of natural light coming in here too. I will say the closet's a little bit smaller. This is fine to me, but I know my wife would prefer the other closet, but something to be aware of. But honestly, you know, looking at these 2 homes, it's kind of a no-brainer. I think this one wins by a landslide. That one is just if you're trying to stay under $400,000 and you want a new home, low tax rate, you're still getting the warranty from the builder, right? They're gonna offer a 1-2-10 warranty, maybe a 1-2-6. I'd have to ask the builder, I didn't ask that question. It just means, are they gonna offer 6 years warranty on the foundation or 10 years? Most builders do 10, whatever. The main one is the 1-year warranty where they cover everything with new construction, you'll get that. So if you're looking for the lowest price possible and you're comfortable with the road noise, that'd be the main thing for me, then that first one may be a good option for you. If you're wanting something that you're gonna use the backyard, back patio more often and you want a little bit more space and you can go up another $40,000, this one wins by far. There's so many upgrades in this one and features in this one that's gonna help with resale value down the road whenever you do sell the home. And it's gonna be a lot easier to sell this one versus that other one. And then you just have more space to work with in this house. So hopefully this video was helpful. And the main point in the video is to kind of give you an introduction to Lagos Reserve. I actually got introduced to this community a few months ago. I've had a couple clients build out here. So I now have clients that are building out here who work for Tesla. And so that's what I'm seeing is a lot of people moving out to East Austin. Prices are lower out here. There's a lot of new construction because there's so much land that hasn't been developed yet. And then so many businesses are moving out here too. So I do think this is the future of Austin, is gonna be the east end, just being pushed further and further out to Manor, Bastrop, and that type of thing. So as far as resale value in the future, I feel pretty confident that these are gonna not only hold their value, but go up in value. And then if you do consider renting out the property, it's gonna be pretty easy to find tenants out here too because of all the businesses. But if you are considering buying the greater Austin area, it doesn't matter if it's in Lagos Reserve or anywhere else, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. I really enjoy doing these YouTube videos because I get to meet a lot of people I never would have met otherwise, and create friendships afterwards. I literally yesterday went to a guy's house that I helped him buy in my neighborhood. He's a drummer, he's in his 60s, he's about to retire. He was just showing me around the house after he moved everything in, and we're talking about going over again whenever he gets his pool installed. And I'm creating friendships through this and not just seeing this as a transaction with people. I truly am creating relationships with people while being their trusted advisor, in the real estate purchase, but also after the purchase. I want to be your go-to guy if you ever need recommendations or any questions or concerns about real estate. That's how I see myself in this. Truly still have that educator mindset, but in the real estate space with adults versus teenagers trying to work on their deal quality. So if that sounds good to you, please reach out. I'd love to get to know you, get to help you understand the area, understand the pros and cons of buying a house, where you're thinking of, the risks involved, all of that, so you can make clear and confident decisions. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I can talk for days. I appreciate you coming to my TED Talk. And until next time, hope to see you guys around Austin.